Now from the home of the dog pound, Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Cleveland Browns. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Ready?
Sanders. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. If you look at this Browns defense, they're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, then easily move into the top 5. Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And looking to throw, Penix. That is caught. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. They'll throw with Penix. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had open middle. too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go street. Let's go.
First down, right back to Jenkins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Browns at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned, because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Viking 18. Street, street.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. On first down, here's Jenkins. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Ready.
To throw is Sanders. Setting up a screen for Jenkins. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here we go. Set. Tap the 60. Ready, go. Ready.
Here's Sanders. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Falcons first down.
A play fake. Now Penix. Underneath route to Morgan. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down, Atlanta.
Here's Penix. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Falcons have regained the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's good for the Browns. First down. First
Cougar
and 10 at the 41-yard
19
line.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let go.
A give up the middle. Judkins. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
$10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Ready.
An inside run with Judkins. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll give it to Judkins. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They go play action now. Sanders. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
At the 22-yard line.
Go. Broncos switch. 70 Timber Wolf.
On the handoff, this is Jenkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Underneath route to Morgan. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they corral him just a couple of yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. To the air, Penix. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have yet again retaken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Well, now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
From the gun, it's Shedeur. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. James Pierce able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it will be Falcon football.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected it. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Penix. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Carter will score. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Sometimes offensive you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And now an audible here into something else.
Ready, ready.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready, ready.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here we go, here we go. Like it, go.
Sanders to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. That one complete out to Dotson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
10 more yards. Complete to Jahan Dotson. 10 yards.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Here we go. Shot. Hop 70. Hop 70.
Again, here's Jenkins. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready.
Now Sanders. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
Looking to throw, Penix. Short throw, caught by Pitts. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Marsh. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Falcon first down.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Second down and inches. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets in. First and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Robinson up the middle. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. Back to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They are going for it. Penix. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On the give, here's Robinson. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Once again, Jenkins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
From the gun on third down, Sanders. Complete, it's Dotson. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on third down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Check go.
They'll run it with Jenkins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. Second and 10. On play action, here's Shador. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
A loss of 6 yards brings up 3rd and 16.
And now they'll shift things around.
Trap 60. Trap 60.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And he fields it cleanly. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. looking to put a drive together. They'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Now a 2nd and 6. They'll go play action here with Penix. He finds his man complete. That's Marsh. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
First down, Falcons.
And looking to throw, Penix. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Handoff now to Robinson. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll throw with Penix. Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Browns drive about to get started. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Okay, break.
2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Dragon 60, Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready, ready?
Here's Sanders. That's caught left side by Judy. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Viking 18, 79 Broncos. Ready?
From the shotgun, Sanders. And that is incomplete. The pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th.
At the 49-yard line.
Okay, ready? we go. Shot. Cowboy 80. Get up.
They'll run. This is Judkins. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
And the Browns first down. First and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the set.